Somebody asked me, how can the internet control you? Simple. Because when you sit at the computer, it records everything you do. You ever heard of social engineering? Thought so. Let's get it. It's very simple how this works. I told y'all this is how Amazon made $1 trillion. It's not because they smart or they, doing something falling out of the sky. No, they're recording everything you do on the internet. And when they do that, they cross-reference that your actions with millions of other people's actions, and they categorize y'all. They put you in groups. This is how they know that a woman is pregnant before they know that they're pregnant. It's kind of like cheating. It's kind of like, this is why they put stuff in front of you, because based off the actions you're taking on while you're surfing the net or the stuff you're typing in and all this stuff through Google and all these other search engines, they can kind of predict that if you like that or that, you might like this. And you see how stuff start to follow you? Like when you type in, and in some cases when you think of certain things. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, how is it that I can think of something in the computer just start throwing it up in my face? Well, how the hell you think Bluetooth works? At the end of the day, I keep telling y'all, they know more about you than you know about yourself. So trying to figure it out is one thing, but you need to get to the bottom of why it's like that and protect yourself. But I'm gonna show you a guy, I'm gonna show you a video. I'm gonna show you a guy that worked for the government, and he's telling you how they use social media as a tactical warfare. Based on what you do, they know what to put in front of you. I keep telling you, everything you know, they put it there. And if you think I'm like just talking out my neck, okay, watch this.
If you wanted to.
What I did was something called localization, or L10N. So a localization strategy is you find a group of people, that could be a whole country, a city, a certain religious group, 6-block radius like Chaz, and you kind of try to get in their mind. You have to understand how they eat, how they walk, how they talk, what they like, what pushes their buttons, what drives them nuts, what upsets them, what makes them happy. And then you use that to your advantage to push whatever ideology or product or direction you want them to go. Marrying together cultural appropriation, language, nuances of the demographic that you are targeting or the nation you are targeting. It pries into your demographic, your world. So if I want to blackmail you and put you under my thumb, not only will I know everything, but I will know your deepest, darkest fears. I will know people I can get in contact to find out more about you. Maybe you had like an old hockey injury. So if I wanted to attack you, I'd know where to hit you.
Now, to chime in what I said a second ago, everything you know about life, they put it in your head. You didn't experience these things. It was put on you. That's why they taught you to obey. When the red light says red, you stop. When it go green, you go. They taught you how to obey rules. And if you don't see it, I keep telling you, you can't be in the box and see what I'm talking about. You have to be open-minded. You have to step out the box. Because you're basically going to be, you're going to be basically thinking from the standpoint of where you are right now consciously, which is all the stuff that they put in your head. But just stop. Get outside the box for 1 second. So when you hear this stuff, you're open-minded about it. Like I tell you, just because they didn't teach you it, that doesn't mean it don't exist. And they didn't teach you that for a reason. You're kept in darkness to be governed and to be controlled by a small margin of people. Physical slavery is gone. It's all about mental slavery. Check this out.
The ShatterNet was the commercial version of an IIA weapon, IIA being Interactive Internet Activities. That's the military nomenclature for what basically you've heard just being described for the last 3 or 4 years with all the fake news and the fake news journalists and fake stories, fake dossier. All these things are attributes and characteristics of IIA, which is social media psychological warfare. We began that really in 2007, when right after the policy guidelines first came out. We were on one of the first contracts with the DoD that I'm aware of, trying to help the Force Psychological Operations Group understand how to go from dropping flyers from planes to a more micro-targeted social media psychological warfare application where you could select an individual target or a group target or an entire country if you wanted to.
Now again, like I say, it's real, like, I'm just scratching the surface here. Like when you see all these Fortnite games and all these different games and this and that, they study you, they study your kids, they know what colors to put in front of them, objects, subconsciously. Like they know more about you than you know about yourself. I keep telling y'all this. If you look at how the world is ran, like I tell you, everything has been put in front of you. They told you what to think. You think you're thinking of it yourself, but you're not. You haven't experienced something without someone telling you what it is and making your own hypothesis or making your own how you feel about it. They told you. And like I say, as long as you stay in the box, you will never see what I'm talking about. That's why you have to be a why person. You have to ask why. You can't just be the person that just go for whatever they throw at you. Social engineering is real. Like I tell you, when they created Facebook, they used social engineering engineers, attention engineers, people who study people's attention. Why you think when you go to your inbox, you see the word seen? People know you saw the message. So what that does, that heightens the response level because you're going to want to respond. You don't want nobody to feel like, dang, he seen my message and he ain't respond. They do this for a reason. The heart, the like. People wake up in the morning, they look for these things. Like, this is how, and it's equivalent to what, and if you research, you'll know, it's equivalent to dopamine. That's what it is, it's dopamine. Dopamine is equivalent to smoking crack cocaine. Even worse, because you're getting doses and doses of this all throughout the day. Checking your likes, checking your messages. When you put up a post, you want to know how many people watched it. Like you start to really kind of develop a way of how you see yourself based off of these things. They put them there for a reason. I've done videos and showed y'all where one of the CEOs of Facebook, he's not there anymore. How he spoke and he said how when they first started it, they knew what they was doing, but they didn't know that it would go this far.
Tonight here, a warning about Facebook and what some believe it's doing to kids. The warning comes from two of the company's earliest executives. Carter Evans is following this.
We kind of knew something bad could happen.
Chamath Palihapitiya, a former Facebook executive once in charge of user growth, now says he has tremendous guilt about the social network he helped build.
We have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works.
And it's influencing the next generation. Studies show 92% of teens go online daily, and 1 in 5 young people regularly wake up in the night to send or check messages on social media.
People need to hard break from some of these tools and the things that you rely on. The short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works. No civil discourse, no cooperation, misinformation, mistruth. Bad actors can now manipulate large swaths of people to do anything you want.
He's not the only social media executive blowing the whistle. Former Facebook president Sean Parker recently said the initial goal was to get people hooked.
You're exploiting a vulnerability in human psychology. The inventors, creators understood this consciously, and we did it anyway.
We have to hold the tech industry accountable.
Jim Steyer is founder of Common Sense Media.
They, in many cases, have ignored the consequences, some of the downsides of some of the innovations they brought to our society.
You don't realize it, but you are being programmed. It was unintentional. But now you got to decide how much you're willing to give up.
People literally lives are being governed by social media. It's social engineering. They know everything about you. They know who Democratic. They know who's Republican. They know who like this, who like that. That's why it's called targeting. See, before, when you watch TV, they call it broadcasting because they're casting broadly. The only thing that separated us was the shows that was on these different networks. So BET was a black show. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime was kind of in the middle. You may have whites, you may have blacks, Spanish. So it was categorized based off the TV shows that was placed on those channels. Not no more. They can target the individual, you, based off the stuff you look up through the search engine, the foods you like, the other posts that you like. They know what you like and don't like. How can y'all not figure that out? It's simple. It's called social engineering. So they know what post to put in front of you. They know if you're a racist. They know if you're they know so much about you than you know about yourself. That's why this fake reality was wrapped around you. So consciously, like, you really think we need phones? No, they just created a world where these things are needed. And this world is tailored for that 1%, the ones at the top of the pyramid. They are tailoring our world. We are a part of the world. I try to get to y'all because what y'all do affects me and vice versa. We need to come together and understand what the hell is going on. Like, come on, man. They're not smart. They just created a world where transportation is needed. Make them go to the grocery store so we don't go out in the fields and pick our own food. Therefore, they can control the food. They can control everything they do for us. They control us. That's why when I look at people, these liberals, y'all got to be crazy. Y'all got to be crazy. That's why I say at some degree, this ain't got nothing to do with color. They pull strings and make us fight each other. And at some degree, it do have a lot to do with color. But at the end of the day, we all people. Some are just more genetically stronger than others. Some are more this, whatever the case may be. But we all are being controlled by a small group of people. I told y'all, physical slavery isn't here anymore. It's mental slavery. Mental. And if you ever get in a hotel like I used to do, I said, you know, when I be on the road on tours, I be in a hotel, I get high as I can get, and I just, by 6 in the morning, I just look out the window and I just see cars moving, people walking, dogs walking. The world is just moving, and we are moving. We are so controlled that we can't even see what's going on. We're so individual, we're so divided till we can't move as a group. I wish everybody thought the way I thought. I wish, but the more people that we need 1 million. We need 1 million minds inside this state of mind. That's why I say we can't coincide with the people who are asleep. We need to take everybody that's woke and we need to shift away and we need to thrive from that point. And maybe the ones who sleep can see as a whole how the woke live and we don't have to live the way that they want us to live. To where you don't need transportation. Where the hell you going? Like, we don't need to go to Walmart or we don't need to go to Lowe's. What we doing? All these things was put in front of us to control us. That's why they got us going to the bank. Don't you know the banks take your money and make money, loan your money? Why you think it's only so much you can get at a time? Anyway, I didn't want to make this video that long, man. Like, I love y'all, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, do what y'all do, man. This your boy Papa Duck, man. Please share this video. That's all I can ask you to do. Share the video. Let's try to wake as many people as we can up. And I'm going to keep dropping this file on y'all. You feel me? And y'all get ready, man. Y'all check out my Spotify. We're finna drop some good music, putting all that out, putting that together right now. And I'm going to show them. And they know who I'm talking about. I'm going to show them that we finna do it. We finna drop this good music. So if you ain't following me on Spotify, man, head over there. Follow me right now. And, like I say, man, let's keep putting the good music, good messages, and all this good positive energy out, man. Smile. Smile. It's your boy Papa Duck, I'm out.